George is stuck in Lagos traffic and notices people struggling to get meals during lunch hour. An idea forms: fast, reliable food delivery. At his desk, George writes "Chop Now" food delivery service in a notebook. His enthusiasm grows with every idea that flows onto the page. In a co-working space, George researches food delivery trends in Africa. He jots down insights about customer behavior and peak demand times. The words affordable, quick, and delicious become the startup's mantra as George drafts his business model on a whiteboard. He discusses the idea with a chef friend over lunch, who agrees to supply meals for the initial launch. George pitches Chop Now to a group of angel investors. They seem intrigued but cautious. At the bank, George opens a business account. The banker congratulates him. His dream is now official. Developers get to work on the Chop Now app. George oversees every detail, ensuring it's user-friendly. George tests the app and confirms the first order page works perfectly. He can already see the future. He sends out emails to announce Chop Now's upcoming launch, inviting restaurants to collaborate. Colorful Instagram ads promote Chop Now. Hot meals, fast delivery. Order now. Motorcycles with Chop Now branding line up outside the kitchen. The riders are ready for launch. The first order pings on the app. George watches it with excitement as it rolls in. Riders receive their delivery instructions on their smartphones and zoom off into the busy Lagos streets. George tracks the delivery on a live dashboard. The countdown is on. Can a meal arrive in 30 minutes? A customer smiles as she receives her meal within 25 minutes. George's idea is working. Orders keep coming in as customers share photos of their meals on social media with hashtags like #ChopNowNija. At a business expo, George exchanges business cards with restaurant owners, hoping to onboard more vendors. Revenue graphs show promising numbers. George can't stop smiling. George's team celebrates over drinks after successfully completing 100 deliveries in one day. The delivery network expands, with more motorcycles and new restaurant partners signing up. Traffic congestion delays some deliveries, but the team pushes through. George signs a deal with a popular Lagos restaurant chain, boosting Chop Now's credibility. A news article highlights Chop Now, redefining food delivery in Lagos. At the office, George notices the first signs of trouble: delayed payments to restaurant partners. A customer complains on Twitter about a late order, drawing negative attention. To cut costs, George considers downsizing staff. The decision weighs heavily on him. A rider's bike breaks down mid-delivery, causing another order delay. Competition heats up. Rival companies offer cheaper delivery options and customers begin switching. Vendors demand payment for overdue invoices. George struggles to keep things afloat. The financial crunch worsens. George skips his salary to keep Chop Now running. A server crash takes the Chop Now app offline during peak hours. Disaster strikes. At an emergency meeting, staff voice their frustrations. Morale is low. With mounting debt, George is forced to downsize his operations and let go of half his riders. Late at night, George reflects on what went wrong. Scaling too fast, weak cash flow management, and tough competition. He attends a business seminar and listens carefully to seasoned entrepreneurs talk about sustainable growth. With fresh insights, George decides to relaunch Chop Now with a leaner, smarter approach. The next day, he talks to former employees, offering them freelance delivery roles with flexible hours. His new strategy focuses on fewer but high-quality restaurant partnerships, ensuring smooth operations. George walks through Lagos streets, hopeful for the future, knowing that with the right strategy, Chop Now will rise again. The updated Chop Now app launches with a sleeker design and fewer vendors, focusing on efficiency. The first few orders after the relaunch come in. George watches with cautious optimism. A loyal customer tweets, "Chop Now is back and better. Hot meals on time again." George rewards returning customers with promo codes, sparking renewed interest. He builds stronger relationships with restaurant partners by offering flexible payment terms. To streamline operations, George focuses deliveries on 3 key neighborhoods in Lagos. Riders enjoy their new flexible schedules, leading to better performance and fewer delays. Customer reviews improve, with multiple 5-star ratings on the app. George attends an entrepreneur's meetup and shares his experiences with other founders. A glowing article in a local blog praises ChopNow's turnaround strategy. With better financial management, ChopNow stabilizes its cash flow, paying vendors promptly. The number of delivery incidents drops, thanks to well-maintained bikes and better training. George collaborates with a popular food influencer, boosting brand awareness. A new partnership with a corporate office guarantees regular meal orders during lunch hours. ChopNow starts turning a profit, and George smiles at the first green numbers in months. George takes his team out to celebrate their success, thanking them for sticking with him. Reflecting on the journey, George realizes the importance of adapting quickly to challenges. He mentors a young entrepreneur, passing on lessons learned about sustainable growth. As the ChopNow team grows, George ensures a solid structure is in place for long-term success. George gazes out over Legos from his office window. His journey wasn't easy, but with resilience, focus, and adaptation, ChopNow is thriving again. And this time, it's here to stay. Scaling too fast without a solid operational foundation can hurt even the most promising business ideas. Success comes from balancing growth with sustainability, maintaining cash flow, and adapting quickly to market demands. George's story serves as a reminder. Start small, focus on quality, adapt fast, and always plan for the long haul. Thanks for watching. Kindly share this video and follow us for more videos.